that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
Y'all, I had to come get my adult wives. I carry them like this because hopefully people see them. They say, oh, poor old guy. They think I'm old and decrepit and won't mess with me. You know, David played crazy one time. King David, yeah, to get away. I don't have to play. Now I'm just walking the aisles looking for some lizards.
And they did evil in the eyes of the Lord. And the people cried, the graven image hath brought us joy. And they worshipped the golden calf and sacrificed unto it.
I am the chosen one.
I just made a discovery that will shock you to your core. All of humanity is about to stand in awe at this final moment. And no, I'm not exaggerating, but I'll let you be the judge of that. Did you know that life as you know it right now was manifested in the 40s and in the 30s, even in the 20s, of satanic rituals done in the California desert by some of the biggest names in the world? Walt Disney, L. Ron Hubbard, Jack Parsons, the father of our modern rocket technology, which he got from a weird source, by the way. We'll get into that. And so many more, because the secret is not so secret, even though you don't know what it is. Aleister Crowley, Walt Disney, Jack Parsons, they were all friends. Half of them worked for our own government. But what in the world were they doing? I had to block out a word right here. A word that has to do with intimacy. They were using intimate rituals to do Babylonian workings to bring forth a moonchild to rule the world. A moonchild conceived of nothing but witchcraft. Literal demons and fallen angels were talking with these people. And they recorded every single word. And this moonchild, he will enter the stage given power as the chosen one, and he will rule with a hand of liberty. But we'll get back to that. So first off, how was Jack Parsons able to get this technology that none of us ever knew? Well, Jack Parsons learned a whole bunch from Aleister Crowley, who they call the Beast. He was also the first person to come in contact with a grave that he actually summoned. And all of these different guys were opening portals in the desert. When did the Area 51 thing happen? After they were opening these portals. These graves have a lot more to do with everything than you really know. And I did tell you that Jack Parsons was working for the US government. Meanwhile, in talks with demons and fallen angels and doing this intimate magic in the middle of the desert. So why were the government's fingers in this? Because the government was awaiting a savior. And their savior looks like a man, but he has a very, very, very old spirit. Like most other visionaries, these people get their information and their technology from divination, higher sources bigger than they are. They go to energetic ley lines, they draw sigils, and they do magic incantations, and they summon devils. The funniest part about it is most of the world thinks that demons and fallen angels don't exist, but the highest up in the government talks to them and they have documented it. And it is really crazy the way it all connects. Like we have Dr. Werner von Braun, a tale of Project Mars, right? Of course, being the L, like the Elon, at Mars. And of course, we have that same guy being at a very high place in this world right now. But this is not about him. But I know you are dying to hear who this moonchild is. So let's get back to the Babylonian working. The moonchild was a thought conceived from the devil himself to Aleister Crowley. And this Babylonian working was basically the final key to get everything to lay out perfectly. The Babylon working, not the moonchild, was a set of rituals taking place from January to March 1946. It was a closing ceremony, if you will, for what was to come and what may be here now, where they documented how they conjured up these demons and these spirits, what they said, and all of that stuff. And these kings of darkness would literally speak to these people, Jack Parsons and all of them, and they wrote down what they said. Therefore I, the Antichrist, call upon the chosen and the elect upon all men, come forth now in the name of liberty, that we may be forever, get rid of the tyranny of the Black Brotherhood. Get rid of the tyranny of the Black Brotherhood, what is that? Well, the Antichrist spirit that's talking to him told him already, it's Christianity. What a mighty fine inversion, isn't it? Their entire goal with the moonchild, with everything, was to put an end to Christianity. Y'all do understand that the people summoning these demons and the devil themselves and even the spirit of Babylon, you do understand they're highly respected people, right? Just making sure. So the Chosen One will come in the name of liberty and free us from the tyranny of the Black Brotherhood. Now, I'm not showing you close to anything. I don't want to dabble too far in the words of demons themselves. But I can give you a list of who they talk to. They talk to Isis. They talk to Pan. All in these same rituals. They talk to the spirit of Babylon. That same girl they saw on the back of that beast. You know what the Bible calls it, right? The W word. They talk to every ruling demon since the beginning of the world. The very biggest names. They were present with these people, telling them how to proceed. Gotta block part of it out. But this was that woman that they were talking to. One of them. Do you remember in Revelations when John wandered after this beast right behind me? And the angel's like, "What are you doing, John?" Then they told him just how evil she really was, drunken on the blood of that pesky Black Brotherhood. And so from January to March, they were working on their rituals, making sure everything was fine for the arrival of the Moonchild, which was thought of and started working on months prior. Because remember, the beginning thoughts of this Moonchild were in 1929. The rituals that led up to this Moonchild were rituals to make sure the reincarnation or the carnation could enter the body as that spirit being evil. So who is this Moonchild? Y'all really gonna hate me. But I will follow the information wherever it leads, regardless. If I would not, I would never learn a thing. So after the conceiving of this Moonchild, after months and months of rituals to open portals to get everything aligned in the spiritual, 2 months after all the portals were open, all the rituals were done, we have the June 14th, 1946 lunar eclipse. Remember, the conceiving of the Moonchild happened before the Babylonian rituals. So those rituals were to bring forth, first off, the reincarnation of Babylon back to America. Second, to open the door for basically the devil to inhabit a child. So who is that child? The Chosen One that brings liberty in his hand. June 14, 1946. June 14, 1946. A lot of people have a habit of just getting mad at the messenger, like, I'm the one who did these rituals in the desert. But I'm not. I'm just the one giving you the information. I know he's doing good things. Yes, I get that. But it was written in the 20s and in the 40s and out the mouth of demons that the Moonchild will be chosen and he would lead, and through liberty he would have his way. And the fact that they're all connected to the L. Y'all, that's a lot of coincidences to look past. And you wanna know the craziest part of all of it? It is said that the one who opened the portal, being Jack Parsons, has to be the person to close the portal. And Jack Parsons unexpectedly passed away. Meaning that the portal that he opened to allow all this demonic wickedness in is still open to this day. Can anybody say Dior bags? It's a lot to think about, I know. And yeah, I could be wrong. But again, that's an awful lot of coincidences. And I don't believe in coincidence. I think we very well may just be at the very end.
I am the Chosen One.
I seen this in a comment here a while back, so I thought this would be an appropriate time to read it. It's a Christian's testifies. It doesn't take a well-versed Christian to plainly see that Trump is a vessel of unrighteousness. But Christ said about the lost people in John 5:43, I have come in my Father's name, and you do not accept me. But if someone comes in his own name, you will accept him. Their itching ears love the me, I, Trump, Trump, Trump rubbish. And they adore bowing to this beast. Trump worshippers are willing participants in the kingdom of evil.
This is Dabu7, wanting to take you inside of the $100 million penthouse on the 66th floor
of Trump Tower. And no, this is not lifestyles of the rich and famous. This is exposing sun worship in the occult. And his penthouse is littered with all kinds of imagery. You can see the Masonic pillars. This theme is copied all across this place. It is mirrored in the floor and in the ceiling, literally. As above, so below. And all of this is set off by some interesting detail that I want to share with you. Now in the background, back here on the right, you have a family portrait. They say the siblings, and then a picture of his father, this book worth $15,000 that is sitting here, pillow with his coat of arms. But then we get to the other pictures and the statues and the vases. And what it symbolizes is exactly what Trump believes in. You see, on the wall here, the centerpiece is Apollo, the sun god, the son of Zeus, centered between the pillars, dead center, showing his loyalty, showing what he believes is important. Do you know who Eros and Psyche are? Look into the story here. One of the children of Aphrodite. You see, and this love affair ended up peaceful only because of one reason. Because Zeus said it was going to happen and overrid Aphrodite. Now Zeus had a son named Apollo and a twin sister named Artemis. And Apollo was the god of the sun. Sun worship. And what is very telling about this sun worship is that even right here in the headline, they point out that this is Apollo up in this picture up here, led by Aurora, the Greek goddess of the dawn, suggesting that Trump sees himself the mold of Apollo, Zeus's son, one of the most powerful of the gods. All depicted right here, just in this one room.
A plan to deceive Christians into believing in something, a great delusion, so grand that Christians would be so blinded by idol worship that they wouldn't be able to see through it. And of course, never in human history that any of us could recall in our lifetimes have we seen Christians so united behind a political figure the way they are behind Donald Trump. And I'm doing this video to show you how Donald Trump not only is not a Christian, he is a member of the same secret societies that all of these wicked elites are members of. We've seen these photographs of Donald Trump in the past, right, where he's wearing this robe. This is the robe of the Royal Arch Masonry. For those of you that don't know, Freemasonry exists in your town. It exists all around the earth. Freemason lodges is where these people meet in secret and worship the Luciferian doctrine. The people in positions of power, from political figures to celebrities, have all gone through Freemasonry and now reside in positions of power over the rest of us after going through their degrees in Freemasonry and other secret societies where they've worshiped the Luciferian doctrine. These are photographs of Donald Trump wearing the Royal Arch Masonry robe. This is the 33rd degree Freemason status that Donald Trump has. Donald Trump has been seen in videos circulating around the internet for years where he is dressed in this Royal Arch robe. It's very clear that Donald Trump has been a trained Jesuit soldier for a long period of time. And now you're seeing what Donald Trump, with all this training and all this indoctrination of Trump since the 80s as being a businessman, being a tycoon, they've been waiting for now, and they've unleashed Trump as a deceiver on the masses.
Let's talk about the end of days, according to Judaism. One of the principles of Jewish faith is that one day a man is going to rise up. We call him Mashiach.
I am the chosen one.
Trump Towers is located between 721 and 725 Fifth Avenue in New York City. Trump Tower is laid out in gold, the same as he has done to the White House. Golden image, the golden age. Sun worship, Baal worship. Address 725 Fifth Avenue, New York City. Daniel 725. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change the times and the laws. And they shall be given unto his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time. Trump has signed more executive orders changing the times and the laws than any other president in known history. He fits the bill of the Antichrist, in my opinion, to a T.